We are live once again. My impromptu live events. This microphone's a little low, but that's all right. We can make adjustments as needed. All right. Well, how's it going, folks? We have absolutely no one in here at the moment, but that's all right. We're going to carry on. I actually have quite a few knives to look at today. It's a nice collection of Winchester turn of the century commemorative knives. And these are really, really beautiful knives. Very, very impressive. And this is the Abalone set. And there's 12 knives in the entire set. And they run on eBay anywhere from about $180. I've seen them as low as $110. That's generally something without the box and the paperwork and all that stuff. These are absolutely brand new, pristine. They come with all the paperwork. As you can see, what does the paperwork say? Let's check it out. It gives me an opportunity to possibly put on my reading glasses and look more educated. Let's see what we have here. We actually have a really nice light source here. Let's see if we can get rid of this. So we have the paperwork, and each knife comes with the paperwork. Let's see what it says. Bluegrass Cutlery Corporation 1-year limited warranty. Congratulations, you have just purchased a high-quality knife that is made with the same care and material as your father's or grandfather's favorite knives. So this is Bluegrass Cutlery Corporation. And it's made for Winchester. And yep, 1-year warranty. And these knives were made really nice, beautifully. Let me show you. It's got a little beautiful velvet, pristine box. There's no mold or any deterioration going on with this. I'll be putting these up on my knife website here relatively soon. I'll probably mark. I'm going to try. I want to try to sell it for the collectors out there at first, and I'm going to put it out there as a solid set, and it'll be at a collector's price. But each knife will be marked a lot lower than you would get it on eBay, for instance. So I'm thinking around the range about $120 a knife, and then we'll just total that up and see if we can sell it as a set. So for the collector, it's an incredible deal. And if that doesn't work, I'll just pull it down. I'll put each knife up on eBay and just split up the set and see where that goes. So I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to grab these knives when you can. These are just incredible. This is the Abalone series from Winchester. And made by Bluegrass Cutlery Company. Just absolutely beautiful. The walk and talk on these knives. I have not looked at this knife for about 2 years. This one is serialized 201. Wow, it's pretty. Now that is interesting. This is a whittler. Anglo-Saxon whittler, actually. Split back. Bulldog made a few of these. Real nice knives, just beautiful. Split back whittler. In the back, you can see that split back spring they use. See how it tapers out. It's a lot of work prep there. It's got the Winchester bullet shield, so we'll check those out. And look at the thickness of that back spring. Just beautiful. Let's clean this thing out. Take a good look at it, like a knife should be looked at. Now, these were made in 2000. It's got a serial number of 38101, which signifies the material, what it's made with, the number of blades. Check this out. Bam! What's up, Stephanie? How you doing? Oh, look at this. Just beautiful. You see the green light? It's like a mirror. These are absolutely beautiful. Well, I'm sorry to hear about that, Stephanie. Are you all right now? Now listen to this. Let's hear what it sounds like. Oh, it's like a little barking squirrel or something. So each whittler comes with two blades on the opposite end. Here's one of those. All these have half stops too, and I've gone into that in my other videos. Real quick, a half stop is a safety measure which ensures the blade doesn't pop back on your hand when you're using it, because these do not have locking blades, which it's not really necessary as long as you have a nice half stop. So I'll show you what they do. The half stop will prevent it from getting my finger. So the spring action stops midway, and then you can turn it on over and close it one-handed. An incredible feature that is really not done on a lot of knives these days, making most of these folders, in my opinion, not usable. No half stop, no locking blade. I'm really hesitant to use them unless the knife has a really good strong back spring on it. It's just not really safe to use. And you really don't know what you're getting in the box. So if that option of a half stop is not there, you really don't know. You might get one with a nice tight action and you feel comfortable using it. Or you might get one with a very soft action, which you don't feel confident using this knife, right? So that's a problem. So that's why I always go for knives with half stops. Just a higher quality, good option to have on all your folders. Let me see. Do you remember me from Camfrog? Possibly. Let me see. Maybe. I'd have to remember. Possibly. So we're gonna go to the next knife. Check this out. Look at my collections. I have so many collections. It's pretty emotional. I've been going through a lot of folks are like, well, I thought you were gonna go live every day. Well, I could really try to. I can try to do that, but the reason I have not been able to do that is because I have been going through my father's things, and it's been extremely emotional for me. If you can imagine, I'm going through the things that were on his desk, the things that really just, I couldn't touch them. They were not toys. They were his. And now, well, I kind of arranged them on my desk, kind of like how he had it. I cleaned it up, because I'm a little bit more organized than he was. And here's one of them. This is a little mouse. I used to just love looking at this thing. I used to kind of mess with it a little bit. I know I shouldn't have, but that was on my dad's dresser. I believe it was a Christmas present at one time. And and here's another one. This was on his bookshelf, and this was a cannon. And two boys really wanted to play with that. So my mom and dad were divorced, so I got to visit my dad every 2 weeks. How much does that suck? And I was a product of the 80s. Yeah, live your life. Got one life to live. Abandon your family. It's okay. You know, we have talk shows. We'll talk to your children about it. I mean, it was just really messed up. It's still that way now, but I think it's getting better. I think people realize the damage that it's done to a lot of folks. It really puts you at a disadvantage in life. Well, I'm hoping that it's changing. So I still got these things. If you guys are interested, I got these silver skulls. Yeah. Inquire below. I have my email below. I've got these brand new in the plastic. These are 10 troy ounces of YPS silver. See these suckers? They've got nice pour markings. Got quite a few of these. And like I said, inquire if you're interested. I'm guaranteed to have some good prices. My goal is to expand my collection constantly. So I constantly expand. So let's take a look at that next night. How about that? So yeah, I'll check it out, Stephanie. Absolutely, for sure. I'm here, and I'm. Oh, now this one. These are cool knives. I'm gonna put you down for a second. Now, some folks say, why do you use the microphone? Well, I tell you what, if you've ever heard the microphone of just a standard phone or computer, it doesn't sound very good. And it gets extremely annoying, especially when someone goes on and on about their knives. So at a minimum, I hope my voice sounds good. If you have some good speakers and or headphones on, it should sound amazing. I hope so. If it does, please give me some feedback on that. I'd really appreciate it. I'm hoping they can fix it soon. Oh, yes. Well, I'm still doing the yoga. So I do the yoga and I take care of myself. And so far, so good. It's, the house, I'm in the house now and it's just, it's mine. It's incredible. You know me, I've got everything where I want and I'm still not done, but I'm getting there. I'm dealing with my parents' things. So we'll go back to my parents' things real quick. Here's another knife that's in that set. I'm going to be taking pictures and posting this on my knife website, and I will have a link to this video for this knife set so people can actually see them in live and me talking about them, so it gives it some legitimacy. Here we go, check this out. Oh man, this is incredible. So we got this bad boy right here. Now this sucker has a foldable guard. We'll wipe this down. It's a little oily, little greasy. It's not putting up the best side of itself. Oh, thanks, Tap. Hey, man, it's so good that you're here. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Tap is incredible. He is always here, and he obviously likes knives as much as me. I can talk about knives, listen about knives. I really miss a lot of my friends that were back in Virginia. One guy in particular, I don't even know if I should say his name, but anyway, he was in the military. He lived down the street from me, and man, he has a collection of the coolest stuff. And kind of like me, it's like he understands. He's a tool guy. He's a quality assurance guy. I'm an inspector, and he knows which knives to pick. And he has some Randall knives. He has some of the most incredible knives I've ever seen. I really miss hanging out with him. I really miss going over to his house and just talking knives and trading. And it's just incredible to have a friend like that. That knife sound sent a shiver down my spine. Absolutely. And that's because that's called walk and talk. And I just absolutely love that about knives. So when you hear someone say that walk and talk is a 10, that's what they're talking about. Now, this one is not on a spring. So what you're hearing there is just the pure mechanical beauty and tightness of this. So as you can see, the knife doesn't really pop back into place, but it will give you a nice kind of like mechanical sound. Really beautiful. This is a locking blade, so this is a very intimidating looking knife. Now these knives are absolutely in mint condition. They're in beautiful condition. So we're just going to kind of run through a few more of them. Boy, they're just so nice. So I'm going to set you down. There's just so many interesting models to look at. But everything let's see if I can set you guys up. Ba, ba, ba. Ba, da, ba. Eventually I'll have a better setup than this. I really will, because this is not working for me. Okay? This might be a little bit better. So here we go. Now there's 12 of these knives, which I'm going to randomly pick a few of these. We actually picked a pretty cool one. This is a 5-bladed, I think, sow belly. Just incredible thickness and beauty to this knife. Now remember, I'm pricing the knives at $125 each. It don't matter what type it is. That's for the collection as a whole. Let's check this out. Hey, so pretty. So pretty. Absolutely. Look at that shield too. Check out that bolt shield right there. Little light snap on that one. So I'd say walk and talk on that particular blade is what? Maybe about a 7. Here's the master blade. Not the 10. So, all right, you got a lot of blades here, and none of them are rubbing. They did a masterful job of making this knife. So these are the types of knives that you're dealing with. Just beautiful. So we could go through these all night long. Let me see which one. I'm going to pick one final one to look at. Okay, we have a... No. That's a no. No, I'm going to pick a heavy one. Ooh, that's kind of heavy. Ooh, that one's heavy right there. That's a heavy one. Not so heavy. That's it. Oh, that one's heavy. What's that one? Let's see. That one's kind of light. Is there anything in there? Ooh, that one's heavy. And let me see here. These are abalone scales. So these are sheets of abalone that are sandwiched together, and they've done a masterful job on these knives. It looks so legit. These knives, a knife of this quality sells for around over $200 currently. So if you go to a company like Great Eastern Cutlery Company, GEC, TSA Knives, which is a great company. Any type of knife to this level, you're looking about that price. This is it's a knife that's made by Bluegrass, Winchester, and it's of that quality, but it's not a current knife. But boy, they're beautiful. And they're just absolutely gorgeous. So let's take a look at the heavy boxes. That's what we're going to do here. Okay, we're going to put a few of the light ones back. We just got too many to deal with. I mean, it's like the Great Wall of Winchester over here. Yeah, I wish I could only sell knives and have more time, or be in the military still and have that nice 3 hours off. Right now, currently working on my home and doing all sorts of things. I've just been so busy. That's heavy. What is that? Let's check it out. Drum roll. Oh, I know. What do you think it is? Really heavy. We're looking at 2 blades. This sucker is about 3.5 inches long. Where's my... Oh, there's my knife tab. Here we go. Yep. It's what a lot of people call an elephant tail. Not a Barlow. Very close. Barlow is about my favorite model. Oh, man, you suck at it. Man. Wow. And again, so you're saying, oh, 125 each. And remember, these are a few of the big ones. And we got a nice swedge they do at the end there. You do the swedge, and they polish it out. So, well, that's a knife. Really good knife. Okay. Cool. Oh. Whoa. Now, elephant toes typically do not have half stops, and that's because elephant toes were typically rope knives, and they were utilized by hitting the spine with either a hammer or another tool in order to go through very thick rope. So that's typically why. So traditionally, they didn't have it. Yeah, no kidding. But the spring's tight enough where you see how hard it is to close. I think you'd just be asking for trouble at that point. Now we got 2 more heavy knives here. We got to take a look at these right now. So drum roll, we've got that. It was a nice big one. We've got another large one here. Now it feels heavy. I don't know if it is or not. We'll see what it is. We're going to open this one up here. Paperwork, all that stuff. Beautiful. How thick are the blades compared to GEC knives? I would say about the same. About the same. The back springs are maybe a little bit thicker, maybe a hair thicker. We could check that out, actually. And this is a very good representation of GEC's finest and thickest and most beautiful knives. And a half stop. And it locks. How hard to beat GEC? But that's why this knife is like 200 and some bucks. That's a GEC right there. Lacking the swedge. But this isn't really designed to have one, so. So that's that edge. And then we'll take a look at what's inside here. What is this? Oh, I knew it. What we got here? No, it's not. Good stuff. Just beautiful. Done so well. Done so well. They're cold to the touch because there's enough material there to absorb. The shell will absorb the cold. It reflects heat like that. Nice swedge. It's about thickness on that blade. Has to go touch and see that. Now the older knives, I mean, you get pretty year 2000 knife. Gives you an idea right there. So yeah, but now the GEC has quite a few options that this other knife doesn't, because it does have a, being a large knife, it's probably not going to have a half stop. Let me test it. No, but it is going to break in the middle very nicely. So it's not a real half stop, but it breaks nice. Quite a bit of track. Really sides in the pocket, nice. Just a real beautiful knife. Look how it smooths itself out. The older style will not do that as much. See how you can get hung up? So this is an updated knife. Historically, that's an older style knife. So we have another heavy knife. What could that possibly be? Let's check it out. Let me wipe this blade down. Now, typically, this particular model really pulls a nice premium on eBay. They're very unusual. Remington, actually, this model was made famous by Remington. Now, of course, they've changed it a little bit with a spear blade here. But take a look at this knife. Quite impressive. It's a nice sized knife. Nice half stop. Maybe. Such a nice shape on this blade. Check this out. So nice. Look at that. Just beautiful. Now this is more than a trapper. This is what you probably get the name of it. I think I have it written down. Off the top of my head, I don't know. No, but it is quite large. 5¼ inches. The blade is 4½ inches, sharpened a little under 4 inches, just a tad here. Very large knife. Look at them beautiful scales. How they take up the color around them. Got the green, purple, silvers. Just take up all the color on the rim. Just such a great job. These knives are so spectacular. Hope that was enough knife point for you there. All right, here we go. Ooh, half stuck on this one. Nice. It's got it's got a nice liner that separates those two blades too. This is a no-nonsense knife. So yeah, well, that's going to conclude the knife portion of the broadcast. I hope that you enjoyed that. Yeah, like I said, I've been going through my father's things. I will be posting this these knives on my knife website, and the link will be on this video eventually after I finish editing it and posting key pictures of this. So please give this, I would say from the date of this, give me a day. And I'll put it on there tomorrow. And that way, if you guys are interested, you guys can go down there and purchase this first thing. Yeah. And if you saw this on YouTube, also give me a shout out, and I will give you a large discount of absurd measures. I am a man of tremendous means, and I like to share my knife hobby with everyone I possibly can. And I really do have some incredible knives to share. I want to get them out. I don't like it when people have boxes of stuff they don't like. You know, you see it on eBay all the time. You'll see 30 knives that they're trying to sell, and it's a box of knives. It's a box of regrets. And, you know, if it's a collector, I can understand it. If he sells knives, I can understand it. But if it's just a regular Joe Schmo, you know that he paid good money for those at one time, especially if he's trying to extort you guys for a high price for knives that you know are not worth very much money. So it's really important to get with other collectors, get in the books. A really good book I can recommend is my favorite book. I don't read anywhere. Let's see. It's Levin's Guide to Knives and Their Values, one of my favorite books right here. If you understand this book, you can value knives of any type. Okay, you really don't need a price guide. You do also have eBay and looking at completed auctions, but also understanding historically how that works. So you have to really understand the whole gambit. And once you do, you can start really collecting and having a great time doing it. Or you just press the easy button below, email me, tell me what you're looking for, and we'll get you going with a really nice little collection of knives. So if you want something that's maybe military based, we can do that. If you want something more utility, fixed blades, I've got quite a few fixed blades that are incredibly awesome. And I also have some historical fixed blades that I like. This is a good example of an older historical knife, something of that measure. These were very popular in the 80s. And a lot of American companies made nice Bowie knives. People take them up in the mountains and they just beat the heck out of them. Really fantastic knives. Rambo, of course, made them really popular too. I used to have a Rambo knife, yes. And I pawned it. Why? Well, because I had no money. And the pawn store gave me an awful lot of money for it. So, yeah, I did it. So, oh, here is a really nice Kershaw folding knife. So just random knives now. Kershaw makes incredible knives. And a knife like this, I think it's like $35. I got a bunch of these suckers. I think the blade material off the top of my head it's not ATS 34. It's probably a Japanese steel of some sort. Let's take a look. Well, oh, it's made in Japan, and I need my glasses on to see that. But it is made in Japan. These are fantastic. And now a knife that's made in Japan, you're looking at a knife that's over $250. Always go old. Go where no man has gone before. Go where I've gone. Found these great knives in the corners and the great reaches of the United States. I did go cross country too. I went cross country with my family from Virginia to California. I utilized my camper. I have a video about that. It's actually one of my more popular videos. It's 800,000 views, and that one actually has me going cross country. I am going to do a video series of me doing that with my family. I have my dog, my cat, my wife, my daughter, and myself. And we have all of our stuff, and we are traveling. My cat is like a senior citizen. Oh, it is something else. It was quite an adventure. And we went cross country. We were supposed to go through Colorado, but made a wrong turn and ended up going to Tornado Alley and hitting some really bad weather, and I have coverage of that. And then we ended up in Methville, New Mexico, and that was just eye-opening. It was incredible. So if you live there, I'm sorry. And that's about it. Hey, I have to go. I have knives all around me, and yeah, it's time to enjoy the evening. You guys take care. Signing off. Bye-bye.